take it slow.
Hey, what's up guys? One Wicked Supra here, and I'm going to be doing a video today on painting my engine bay on the Supra. As of now, I've got everything stripped out, as you guys probably saw in my last video. I had everything kind of taped up, but as you can see it's pretty windy out, so I'm going to have to kind of re-tape that. But first, I'm going to take off the headlights, maybe possibly the front bumper, the fenders, and just kind of get everything out of the way so I can do a very thorough job. And then I think the next step after that is I'm gonna be sanding it down, and maybe I'll show you guys the grits. But I'm gonna do like a time lapse of me sanding it down, then I'll kind of show what it looks like, and then the whole painting process. And it's gonna be over the course of a couple days, so it's gonna be kind of a longer video, but hopefully it'll be worth it, all the time I put into it. So yeah, let's get started. So it literally took me about 15 minutes to take my bumper and fenders off and headlights out. Part of that is because the car's not really put together with every bolt. I mean, it's had a hard life. So kind of cheated a little bit, but these cars really aren't hard to take apart. I mean, there's nothing really to them. It's exactly like my IS300. The bolt placement for the fenders is actually like identical to my Lexus. I mean, there's like 2 bolts back here, 2 bolts here. I got 1 bolt, 1 bolt, 1 bolt, another bolt in here, and then 2 down here. And I have it all memorized because I've taken the fenders off IS300 so much. So the Supras are pretty much exactly the same. So I'm gonna take the hood off now, and maybe this little trim piece, and then we'll be can get sanding. Yeah, so just took the hood off by myself. Definitely interesting, but I knew the hood wouldn't be that heavy. It's aluminum, so wasn't that bad. So here it is, all laid out. Front end of a Supra. Pretty easy to take apart. That was really easy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, cars are nice to work on sometimes. But yeah, so this is what I'm working with. As you can see where the fender was. So gonna sand that all down. I'll probably paint to like here, maybe right along the seam. Take off some more trim pieces, and yeah, get it painted. All right, guys, got everything blocked off, got it all taped off and everything. So gonna get ready to sand it. I'm gonna hit it with 320, 150, 800. I've got 1500. I've got some pretty aggressive sandpaper here. Gonna be using just a regular sander, and maybe this too, grinder, depending on where I need to sand. But I'm just gonna sand it all down and clean it off, and maybe do a little bit more taping off. But I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, we'll get to painting. Alright guys, just got through wet sanding it with 800 grit, and then I wiped it down, and I'm going to wipe it down with some like anti-static paint stuff, it like pretty much it removes all like the really fine particles, and it kind of like prevents like static buildup, because apparently like when you paint stuff, like the static will actually track little particles and they'll stick to the paint, and that's what kind of it makes your life a lot harder when you're like wet sanding it after. So gonna hit it with that, and then I'll be ready for paint. I mean, it's super smooth right now. It's looking pretty good. I mostly wanted to take care of these areas right here, and back there was like some rust. It wasn't really rust, it kind of just flaked off. I don't know, I think some stuff just got on it, like dirt and whatnot, because the car really doesn't have like any rust, but you know, should look pretty nice. I'm painting down here, so just to cover, I'm painting, obviously got it all taped off, got the whole car covered, so there'll be no overspray on it. But gonna paint along here, and then paint the whole front, frame rails, lower brace, radiator support, and yeah, just pretty much painting the whole front. Now the fenders cover like to here, they like go like that, something like that, and then also this like a plastic guard goes over this. You're only gonna be able to see this edge. So I'm doing a pretty thorough job. So yeah. Alright, so we got the base coat all done. Let's see if I can adjust this for you guys. And I'm gonna go on to the clear coat now. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna do a couple layers of clear coat, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. And it's coming out good so far. I like it. It's going on nicely. So as you can see, it's got a nice shine to it. Definitely looks a lot better than it did before. So yeah. Alright guys, I've been painting for a while now, and the base coat and clear coat are all on, and the final layer of the clear coat's drying. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty shiny. I like it. It definitely looks better than how it was in the beginning. Let's see if I can get the brightness up now. As you can see, it's kind of dark out, but let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Yeah, so it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and like I said, I'm gonna hit it with some fine sandpaper, wet sand it, and some polishing compound. But definitely looks nice right now. It's nice and shiny. Can't wait to take the tape off and, you know, put everything back on, see how it looks. But yeah, I may do a follow-up video. I may just include in this video of what it looks like after wet sanding and while I'm wet sanding and whatnot. So it's gonna be a fairly long video, but it'll be worth it. So yeah. Hey guys, so here's what it looks like now. So I wet sanded it with 1500 grit and 2000 grit, so it's just kind of like this matte black, dull gray looking color. And I'm gonna buff it. I've had really good luck with Meguiar's Ultimate Cut compound, and their I think griots, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like some sort of correcting pad. And yeah, we're gonna see what that does. See if hopefully we can bring out the shine, make it kind of like a richer color. So let's see what happens. Hey, what's up guys? A couple days later. It's been very humid here, so obviously humidity when you're painting isn't really something you want, because you need the paint to dry. So when it's humid out, it doesn't really like to dry, and you can actually get blemishing, which is kind of what happened with me. So it's kind of the reason why I kind of waited a couple days, because it's lower humidity now and the sun's finally out and getting a lot of rain. So it's nice and dark now. It's a nice deep black, whereas it's kind of like grayish, but it still has some spots that I have to buff. As you can see, it's little like blemishes, but it's really nice. Overall, I'm happy. Like I said, I'm gonna buff it out, maybe even wet sand it again. I'm not really sure, to get it nice and shiny, but it came out really nice. Definitely looks a lot better than it did. And yeah, like I said, overall I'm happy with the results. Gonna be throwing the engine in real soon. I may even upload a video of us throwing the engine after that, depending on how it goes. So yeah, definitely stay tuned, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what you think of this video. Did a lot of time-lapse shots in this, and let me know what you guys want to see. So make sure you're subscribed, give me a thumbs up, comment with any questions, and yeah, thanks for watching.